He said he don't have Messenger anymore.
Tell Mark I'm going to see him.
Hello, everybody. We're just dropping in to see what's going on, and we got Polar Bear Ed, we got Daryl. Oh, we got Cajun in here too. Holy moly! So we're just doing an update. Everything's going pretty good, so can't complain. There's a commercial.
Yeah, it's
Which one do I pause?
Push the pause button down there. Or click the mute button. Right there.
Okay, I think I got it turned off.
Mater and Wayne. How's everybody doing?
I made her. I Wayne. I did share it out on Facebook too, so hopefully some other people will see it and come in.
Yeah, I was sitting around rainy days. I didn't want to go in the garage and work on nothing today, so yeah, we'll just monkey with this.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I took a nap and then I got up and started cleaning some dishes and stuff, and then realized it was late.
Yeah. Well, I've had a dishwasher for 34 years, and I had to go buy a new one the other week because this one gave up on me. I said, well, I married you 34 years ago, but now she had to have a brand new dishwasher. So now she doesn't wash dishes no more. She puts them in a dishwasher. So she got her way.
I've got a dishwasher, but my water is so hard and irony, it doesn't work very well anyways. Maybe I should look for a new one.
Yeah.
When you said I married you 34 years ago, I thought you meant you traded her in on a new model.
Nope, I wouldn't trade this one in for nothing.
How you been, Mark?
Been doing good.
Good.
Hell no! This one's just got him trained.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I don't think he'd live through another one training him.
No.
But I mean, but Ed's the one we got to talk to. The rest of us has got dishwashers. I mean, Ed got him a fancy little new truck now. He ain't got no excuse. He can go riding down the street like he was a teenager again.
Yeah. Oh, we got Maters in here. How you doing, Mater? Wayne? Oh, yeah. No, I've been trucking here pretty good. But I'm gonna have to come out of the truck. I gotta go in and have back surgery.
Oh, yeah, man.
Well, when I fractured them vertebrae in my back, now the disc went right there where the two fractures were. So now they got to go in and do the disc. So I'm hoping that ain't gonna take me out of work too long.
Depends on how you do your exercise after the surgery. Your rehab.
Right.
Yeah, but aren't they doing a minimally invasive surgery also? So that'll also help with the healing and stuff too.
I don't know. I haven't seen the surgeon yet. So I got to go see him, and the other doctor referred me over to a surgeon now, and now I got to go see this guy and hear what he has to say. So I don't know. I ain't never been through this, don't want to go through this. But at least I got my new trailer that's all self-tarper and everything now. All I got to do is flip a switch and it opens the trailer and tarps the trailer back up.
Yeah, I like those. Those just started to come out when I left.
Well, now you just need one of those Tesla trucks that'll drive itself, and you got it made.
I'll never see that ever.
Don't want to see it.
Hey, they already got them out there. They call Swift.
True.
Oh, Lord.
But you never know where you're going to find those at.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
off the side of the road.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Hey, those are the best ones to get.
They didn't have Swift jokes when I was driving.
No,
Back
they had
in
Snyder jokes back in them days.
Yeah, they had Snyder jokes.
I
And
was-
well, JB Hunt and Snyder.
Yeah, I was gonna say JB Hunt.
Yeah. Just been hired under no training.
What?
Used to be their motto.
Yeah, that's the first time I heard that one. That's a good one. Hey, Miss Sandy, how you doing,
Hello,
Shan?
Miss Sandy.
There's the star of the show.
What?
Hello.
What's this telling you?
No, it's their channel, so she is the star.
Me one day.
Well, we were just talking about your dishwasher upgrade, and you know that Mark wouldn't survive being trained by another one.
Heck no, I done had this one too long. It's cheaper to keep her. Ain't gonna lie about that.
Okay, what do you want to know?
Buy her out after 34 years.
Well,
I don't know.
Good job.
Mark, with all the family pictures y'all did, I see y'all post that it looks like one of the other ones should step up, Sandy, and
Yeah.
Who's gonna step up?
I said so, it looks like, I mean, with all those spending pictures, I mean,
Yeah.
since Kyle got married, he ain't stepped up yet. I mean, put him over there.
Oh Lordy.
He's going through his own training process.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
But no, all they in for nothing. It's still just like we're just dating, you know.
That's
You
not
better.
what you said the other week, Mark.
Mark ain't been around.
I
And-
try to get him in trouble.
He's worse than we have. I mean, we ain't throwed up nothing in a long time either. But
Yeah, Mater puts in there, there's the best carb person. You're right. And I'm not afraid to admit it.
Where's my phone? I think I said look for some shit slinging.
well,
Oh well. So what's everybody been up to anyway?
Jason forgot his telephone.
SSDD. Besides getting a different truck.
Yeah.
I've been saying I went 3 or 4 weeks ago. Bought enough fence to fence in the front yard because of the wild heathen we got here.
Right next door.
Won't stay out of the road. So,
No.
but I mean,
Across
and
the
we got
road.
two fabulous, fantastic neighbors. So, of course, of course, my halo broke when I said that, but it's a chance.
Second Chance Mowers, how you doing? Yeah,
Hey, second chance.
you got a lot of neighbors that are that way, and they kind of get finicky on a lot of different things.
Yeah, but these are one of them's Delisa's sister and the other one's Delisa's aunt. So I mean, it's kind of.
And between the two of them and then the three that bet, we know what happened to Alice.
But now we can't. Now we can't find none of these hillbillies who wants to work to try to help to put it in for us. I mean, been trying. Everybody wants $5,000 or $6,000, and they 3 months, 3, 4, or 5 months behind, and
One
Oh,
way
yeah.
for half.
we've done bought the product. I mean, all it is driving in, the T-post, and they ain't got to dig no hole.
Well, don't you have a John Deere with a front loader bucket on it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that'd have been easy to put them T-posts in.
Mhm. I put a bunch of them in with mine.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
And
mine
to pull them out, just put that little bridle chain, noose chain.
Yep. Choke
And
it up and
put it on the 3-point hitch in the back. Yeah, choker chain, and choke it on that T-post and raise up your hydraulics, and it'll suck it right out of the ground.
oh yeah.
Actually, I made the grounds department something even easier than that. I took a piece of 4-inch pipe, cut it about 3.5 or 4 inches long, welded another short piece of chain on it, and all they do is wrap it around the fork, hook it, and when that You drop that pipe over the T-post, and then it cocks and bites into the post, lifts it right out.
Oh yeah.
That works.
There you go.
Hey, there's Missy. How you doing, Missy?
Yeah,
Missy.
she's been asking about you and Sandy a lot lately. She has.
We went through so much with all this trucking junk, and the way work's been working out and all that stuff is like, I don't have time for all this. And then with her own store now, she's took over a Dollar General store.
Oh, she's not working at the parts house no more.
No. She's got
Oh,
she's got her own store and everything. And
is
she's
she the
been
manager or is she the owner?
She's the manager. It's her store.
Okay.
Good deal.
That's good.
Brand
I
new.
love Dollar General.
But
Building and everything, and she's the
But-
manager. She's been doing pretty good.
well,
It's really good.
if she but then she should have got her a new dishwasher back before she the day before she walked out of the other one and got the discount.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been crazy.
Yeah. But I'm glad to see y'all doing all right.
Yeah. Then we finally got to meet up with Ed for breakfast this morning. We had a killer breakfast.
That was enough breakfast for like 6 people.
Boy, you ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. That was a lot of food.
Where'd y'all
Yeah.
go?
The old truck stop, the old Mabel's truck stop.
Oh, they got
Little place out in the sticks.
yeah, a little mom and pop truck stop. Yeah, they got
Yes,
some good
sir.
food in them places.
Yeah.
Everything's made from scratch, and they have a sign up right inside the door. It says you will have a 45 to 60 minute wait.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well,
Sandra Kay, Missy
And
said
they're-
to tell you hi.
I
And
just
they're-
want to buy.
And then anytime you go in there for breakfast, it's hard to find a seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a couple places like that.
Yeah. But you know, it's worth the wait. And I tell you what, it's piping hot when it comes out.
Yeah, it's none of that pre-prepared stuff. I wonder if they make their own homemade white gravy or they use the one from Cisco. Because that's the easiest way to go is the big bag of it, and all you do is reheat it.
Yeah, I think they make all their own stuff there.
Because I can tell homemade white gravy than the regular the ones that Cisco sells to all the restaurants, like Shoney's and stuff.
It tastes like it's homemade. I had the farmer's omelet. It's 4 eggs, like 4 different kinds of meat, potatoes in it, and then they cover it with sausage gravy, and it tastes like homemade gravy to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
let
They
me
got a
get
place
you
where
started
they
before-
had a.
before it gets too deep.
Oh, got the pins out. I forgot about that. Darryl. They had a place here in town. It was called Sold Out Food, and it was spelled SOULED. Anyway, it turned into a fried chicken place, and they suggested you call your order in, then pick it up. Because if you walked in the door and made your order, you wasn't coming out with, they wasn't taking your chicken off the shelf, under the lights. They was battering your chicken and then throwing it in the grease. And chicken takes 20 minutes, so you had a 20-minute wait at least for your chicken. They fried it to order. They didn't dump it in the grease till you ordered it.
Yeah. I had some good chicken. What the heck was it? I was down in Alabama this week, and I had some good chicken down there.
Damn, you was right by David Carlisle.
Don't know.
He's in Birmingham. On
Yeah,
the south side.
I was over on the what the heck is the name of it? Trying to think. Down there where they hold the races and stuff.
Talladega.
Talladega, that's it.
Talladega, okay.
Yeah.
Now you wasn't far from Bama.
Yeah.
A roll tide roll, they call it.
Yep.
But-
But I guess we're gonna get a. I wasn't gonna put no tractors together and run this season, but Bo's got it in his head. We're gonna put one together, so we're gonna start next weekend and get one running.
You've had that engine fired up though, haven't you? Didn't
No,
you fire
sir.
it?
No, sir.
No?
I got 3 brand new engines sitting over there that I've got done and ain't fired none of them.
Oh, I thought the one you were talking about using, you already had fired that one at least once.
No, sir. Never been fired. And it's got a put a test cam in it from Hackman.
Mhm.
And we're gonna run this cam and see how it does for him and give him feedback on. I think it's gonna turn unbelievable RPMs. So don't know exactly what it's gonna do, but we oversized it pretty good and had to bore the jug and sleeve him and all that. So it's gonna be pretty hefty engine. So
Well, I was actually planning or thinking about starting the engine for that frame I got, but buying the truck kind of changed those plans.
right. Yep.
So
That'll do
that's
it.
okay. That's okay. We'll wait till this fall and do it over the winter.
Had to wait to see Ed riding around or driving a pulling tractor to work every day. I mean, that might not work too good. I mean,
Be pretty expensive.
Yeah. Yeah. I just hate to see what alcohol's up to.
What was it? I forget what it was now.
What's 50 some dollars 5 gallon?
The last one I bought last year, I think, was way more than that, like
All
75 or 80.
It could be.
Gas went down a while back down here. Hell, it got down to like 2 1/4. And, slowly went back up.
But I've got a couple gallons of that left from last year, and I had it tested, and it's still fine.
I don't know if alcohol, when the gas goes down, fluctuates. I don't know if the price of alcohol fluctuates.
Not methanol.
Okay.
well, Mark can get his alcohol just make a trip through here, and he can find his alcohol down here. I mean, he probably knows more people than we do around here with being from Hillsville.
White lightning.
Yeah.
Memorial Flea Market. Tell him that they're not having the Fiddlers Convention anymore. That's bad.
Well,
Having what?
they're not having the Fiddlers Convention down here no more, so.
That's bad. They used to bring in a lot of business.
Anybody I missed in the chat? How y'all doing?
Talk here. What's up, William I? How you doing?
Yeah. But no, there's just so much of that stuff going on, especially I know a lot of people that held up on Poland because of all this mess and everything, but Bo wants to go full force this year, but I don't think we're going to put the big one out until the end of the season, and then we want to go indoor and try hitting that. But hell, it's over $75 a hook now.
Wow.
It got expensive. But
Indoor stuff, yeah. They got to rent the arena, or whatever you call it, stadium.
yeah,
So that's another reason I was putting that 20 horse together, because I just wanted to change classes, because I didn't want to pay for the fuel and parts and everything else if something goes wrong.
right. Who knows? As long as that engine's been sitting, heck, it could be a start up and blow up right there, and then I'm out a whole bunch. On that one. But we're gonna. I don't know. He wants to get after it this season, so. Me, I kind of enjoyed the time off.
Well, you still hauling coal up there?
No, I haul hazardous waste. I don't. I haul very little coal.
I thought you were hauling coal a while back.
Oh, I do. I haul coal. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
From over there by Jersey and that, I hauled a lot of coal back over this way.
Remember you was in
Go over-
Pennsylvania or something?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. You were gone the whole week and
Yeah.
oh yeah, okay.
I was gone all this week. Yeah, I was out all this week, but like I said, I was down in Alabama, and then I loaded and went up there to North Carolina.
I used to haul hazardous in a dump.
Yeah.
Dump bucket. And but it was ditch dirt on the property of the refinery plants. It wasn't hazardous, but it was right there at the plant on the property of the plant. It was just they were digging their ditches. We have ditches everywhere down here on the side of the road. So that ditch wasn't no different than the ditch a half a mile down the road that didn't have to go to a sale landfill. It's not really a landfill. It's for stuff like that, and they have different sales that you dump into, and they work it, with machines, and then they add dirt to it later on, and they work it again, and it comes out clean land. After 50 years, they're gonna be building houses on that property.
That's crazy.
Well, has everybody avoided them twisters that's been going through? I mean, I seen cages, a bunch of them. I seen Ed and them. Y'all had one not too far away from you.
We had one here, several over here. We had one right north of town.
And we had some thunder roll through today, but nothing bad.
In the last 2 weeks, it must have been 500 tornadoes in the last 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks up in y'all's area and down here, and over 1,000 houses. Just that one tornado that ripped through Nebraska and Iowa, something like that.
Iowa,
Over just that one tornado, over 1,000 homes destroyed. Like, man,
I couldn't imagine.
it
Well,
was a mile and a half wide.
And it hit a Dollar General warehouse out there too. It tore that. You see all them trucks and everything that was flipped over right there. I mean,
No, I didn't. Wow.
seriously injured.
I mean-
I always worry about.
Yeah, we're lucky. We haven't got anything that severe. We've gotten a lot of rain in the last week, but I probably should have mowed my grass Thursday, but
On top of the mountain.
Oh Lordy, I hear Kyle in here.
I'll put him in a little.
if Kyle's there, Kaylee's not far behind.
I just heard her chicken lips running too.
Told you.
We went to breakfast with you this morning. We went to dinner with them tonight.
well, Bo's just left out all the way around, but I mean, Bo having asked permission. I mean, asked his sister for permission if him and Kyle can go fishing and all that stuff. I mean,
Good, I need her phone
There's a
number.
few going on about that right now.
I need her phone number.
And I didn't say that. Kyle says, we're going to go fishing in the morning. And his wife says, no, you're not. So then I look at Kyle and I says, there's a problem with that, Kyle. The motor went down in my Pete again, and my keys are in the Pete at the shop. So he says, we'll just cut the lock off the tongue so we can hook up and go. Well, then Miss Kaylee got involved with that.
there he is.
Yeah, he's sneaking in here.
I brought my grinder.
You brought your grinder?
Yep.
You're going to get shot, boy. I'm telling you. Boy,
He's gonna be sleeping with the dogs tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. What y'all going fishing for? Something illegal or something?
We go out and catch a
No.
saw guy.
No. Kyle
Saw
and
guy.
Bo always used to go fishing together. Now Bo has to ask permission from Bo's sister. So I mean, is he now Bo better be kissing up to his sister hard nowadays.
Yeah, but
So
if
So
you
Kyle-
notice-
Kyle, how's that married life treating you?
you see how quiet he is, right? He's
Yeah.
trained.
No comment.
Didn't take him 34 years.
He's going through the training process.
Kyle,
Yeah.
I said I'm pleading the fifth.
him and his son, you got Adam.
Oh Lordy.
He learned real quick. Be wife, happy life. So I give him credit for that.
I don't know what that was. He the way his eye, he's been wearing them sunglasses or something or other, but his cheeks look rosy, but like he's getting embarrassed.
Yeah, he's been working in the heat and that with the sunglasses on because you got to have them on the well sites.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Don't your wife work? She's milking in the morning, ain't she?
Not tomorrow morning.
Not to, damn it. She needs to be milking cows in the morning and we could have snuck off.
I'm gonna sneak off myself.
I think there's a milking emergency. I think she has to go in.
Yeah. Cows are calving and stuff.
I just got the phone call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll get better, but
It's gonna be hooked to it, or my service truck's gonna be hooked to it.
Kyle, just one word of advice. After about 10 years, they'll be glad for you to leave the house. So you can both go back to fishing then.
Oh, I got stuff.
You'll get that. You'll get that thing that I get. Aren't you got to go to work sometime this week?
Yeah.
Damn, and Mark
Yes,
lashed
I'll
out
be
at me. Listen to this shit.
But you say
We probably share blood, so.
And you are just telling me that I need to find a new dishwasher.
Yeah.
I don't have these dishwasher problems.
yeah, yeah. But Kaylee and her mom's both got new dishwashers.
Yeah.
Oh Lordy. But no, it's a good time. I wouldn't trade her in for nothing. She's a good woman.
Very, very, very good woman.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But when she says my middle name, I know I'm in trouble. So
Yeah.
shut up.
Well, mine says my middle name all the time.
No, I say Mr. King, and then you know shit. You're like, yes, dear. And
There's-
you can't see me.
There's an easy way to get that. You know, all you have to do is go down to the courthouse and get that changed. Just have it removed. And
Uh-huh.
I don't know who you're talking to.
After all these years, it's cheaper to keep her. It ain't no way. No.
Yeah. After 2, I found that out.
Yeah. It's cheaper
Well-
to keep them.
It's hard to find a woman that'll work.
Now it's cheaper just not to have one.
I don't know. I got to keep her around because some weeks she makes more than me if I mess up a bunch of stuff.
Pushing that Pete too hard.
We had to get on that.
Yeah, but you know that is something else because Caterpillar completely went through that motor, $38,000 to rebuild it, and that damn thing's went down twice now.
Oh,
Now
my
Really?
God. That's like Paul.
it's down again with the head problem now.
Him and Paul should live.
That's on them, huh? That's on their dime.
It's on them, but it's money that I'm losing.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Right. So
Down, it's been down 2 weeks now, so I'm driving the little old flat top now. But it's got the same cat engine in it, and it does a heck of a job.
I was gonna say, do you got an oar that you put out the window?
No, it does a heck of a job. Actually, it runs better than that brand new motor. I can come up Fancy Gap and I won't drop under 55 mile an hour loaded. That's Poland.
I done that one time, but I was crossing an empty. So
I'm not empty. I'm full.
Fancy got
that's
a
why-
hell of a mountain. to
that's
go.
why I was always pulling it. Driving them company trucks governed it. Governed it what they were. I mean,
No, I got an 18 speed behind it, and that's a 6 1/4 cat, and it does the job.
I always liked the 3406.
Yep, them was good motors. As was the old 4 1/4s that you could really pump them up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they would hold together, but the old 4 1/4 didn't like heat either. It would take a toll on it real quick. If it
well,
heat.
we got a friend out of Florida. He got a pickup truck that his transmission went out in the other day.
Dodge 35.
Dodge 3500.
That sounded must be a
The
Dodge.
transmission went out in it, and he
knows nothing about vehicles.
he knows nothing about vehicles to
He's
start with.
dangerous.
They said that something happened at the turbo. It's going to cost $4,000, and
Communication between the transmission and the turbo.
that's just some kind of communication thing between the turbo and the transmission. And and then on top of that, they want to charge him like $10,000 for the transmission. So
and $4,000 for the turbo.
so
And that's just for the part. It's no
yeah.
labor.
so he's about $15,000 going to be in the hole for. So
Damn.
Still cheaper than buy.
and he was
The guy driving.
he was on the
back-
road, so he pulling his camper and he had his golf cart up there. I mean,
I think he's too heavy. He
but I
didn't
think
want the truck.
that he did. But his golf cart is one of those for them, with the big tires jacked up and all that stuff. So
It's about $8.
Oh, Lordy, there's a Miss Kaylee.
Hi, Kaylee.
Kaylee, they're saying hi to you. She's hiding.
She's right.
Good, you can get off my chair.
Uh-oh.
Take your chair with me. I need to
Go get me some lemonade. I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
You don't need this chair.
But even at $15,000, that's cheaper than buying a new truck.
Yeah. Well,
I just went through that. I redone my old Dodge, and
But he said he was going to buy a new truck. I said,
Had had the cab, the bed, the whole front end completely off of it. Had to all the way from the frame up redone and everything, and it was how much? I forget.
Almost 14,000.
Almost 14,000. But it looks like a brand new truck, and I was going to replace the truck because I got over 100,000 on it, and for what they wanted for a new one, there was no way I was putting
Yeah.
that out. Not when there was nothing wrong with mine.
I need to borrow your truck. I gotta go explore this cornfield over here.
You ain't taking my truck anywhere, no cornfield.
Nobody's allowed. I'm the privileged one.
see,
Yeah, the one that couldn't ever
even
drive it.
even Bo can't drive
Now
that truck
who's
now.
talking
So
back to
I mean,
Sandy? They need their
No.
No, I put it to you like this, Daryl. The wife is so spoiled. I got the truck done, and she says, "You're not driving that thing down there to the yard and leaving it set while you're out trucking." So she drives it back and forth to work every day, and I have to take her car.
Good. That's the way it should be.
Got somebody backing me up.
Dad, you need to add in the fact that she's almost hit a road sign like 70 times while driving previous
Oh,
trucks and
get
drove
out.
through a garage.
Hey, I did the same. with
That's
the-
okay. They can fix it again if she does.
That's why I don't ride with her in the truck. She's nearly killed me.
Hey, there's go-karts going fishing. Hey, how you doing,
Hey,
Nate?
Nate.
Hi, Nate.
But yeah, it's
Hey,
been
Nate.
crazy. And these
Leave Sandy alone. I love Sandy.
these
We ain't picking on Sandy. We're picking on Kaylee.
yeah. But these prices of everything nowadays,
Stop
good
touching
God.
stuff.
Things
Oh, yeah.
We're picking on Kaylee, Kyle, and Bo right now.
yeah.
Y'all get out there, boys.
Uh,
Kyle, stop. That has a field tip on it.
I'm gonna beat
Oh,
you.
oh Lordy. Y'all better calm down.
Beat your ass.
I'm gonna have to find me some new dishwashers, I guess.
Huh?
No, Mom bought one. It's on wheels in your kitchen.
Well, he's Kylie is really playing with fire now. I mean, his bride might be standing there, but he gets a hook stuck in mother-in-law's hair there, and he will.
He's quiet. He's worried.
Yeah.
Stop.
But no, anymore. It just seems like everything, the prices have just gone stupid on everything for no reason. And you know, a lot of people are saying it's due to the elections and this and that. It could be, I don't know, but it's crazy. It's phenomenal.
People are saying
You know what?
wage is $24 an hour.
This 2015 the alternator went out the other week, and it was right at $500 for a new alternator.
Wow, I can believe it.
For
I
a
can
pickup,
believe it.
and this is a gasoline pickup truck. I mean, it's not a diesel and all that stuff. It was just a. I mean,
just
Yeah,
the
you
other
can
day,
get a leasing bill for that.
Yeah.
just the other day, I bought the cheapest good battery Napa has for lawn and garden. And it was $42. It was $42.
Right.
and I bought.
And I can remember buying them for like $22, $23. Better ones than what I bought.
20.
Try buying a boat battery.
Well, these
Get a marine battery once. Good golly.
I just bought 6 8-volt batteries for a golf cart, $1,200.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Three years ago, $650.
Well, in 1 month's time, I had $225 for a battery, and then the next month I had a doggone $500 alternator. I bought the rebuilt one, was $300 and some, $380, but it blowed out the same daggum day. I put it on. So I went back and they did it. At least they did it. Give me the new one. You know, a new one to replace it with, since I had so much trouble. And now the doggone headlights it's got dark spots all over the place on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just wondering, you know, that's why I asked you about the LEDs earlier for the headlights. I mean,
Yeah, that's all we're running. All of them's got LEDs. Even the side marker lights, everything are all LED night. And the headlights, it's a big difference. You put LED headlights in, you're never going to change them again. They're going to burn forever. And
well, I paid $60 some dollars the other day for the two headlight bulbs goes in this GMC. It's got the bright and low beam in the same bulb. I mean, for a pair of them, it was over.
Now the 4-wheeler.
It was over $60 just for bulbs. So I mean, that's why I was wondering if it was better off just go and change them LEDs. There ain't no special wiring you got to do to them now, is it?
No, that's all built in the bulb itself. You don't have to do anything.
There might be a small adapter that'll hook into your wiring harness and hook into the bulb. That you just plug it into the bulb and then you hook your regular harness up to it. That's the way ours are.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be getting them. I'm gonna be getting them for my new truck too. So.
Yeah, they're worth it. You're gonna pay, but you're not gonna monkey with them no more.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what they say, you know. Like, I know there's a lot of fakes on the market. You know, the Chinese fakes, and those will go out.
Yeah.
Those LEDs will burn out. They just cheap. The LED itself is made cheap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Millie.
I know them doggone bulbs get so hot. Did you go? You touch even even the metal around it. It was so hot the other night it burnt my fingers because I was trying to aim them, and that truck don't it has an adjustment up and down, but it don't have a side to side adjustment to it. So I mean, I was trying to adjust those dark spots out in front of me, trying to adjust them out.
I should have took
And
a picture of it.
There was I couldn't see nothing. So I mean,
If you
it's
were-
always had kind of a dark spot on the passenger side, but up here in this car in deer country here, I mean, if you ain't got good headlights, I mean, and the brights was about as useless. I had to run it with the fog lights on to be able to see.
Millie.
Right. So Lisa, was that just lack of maintenance?
Yeah. The air filter out of tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I think still ran like hell though. It didn't miss a lick.
Uh,
That's what you call quality. I'm back on that subject again.
All filtered?
no,
Air
air
filter.
filter. I was out there trying to get them cranked up and all that stuff for the
Take that
summer,
from her.
and
Teared it up.
no, you ain't gonna tear it up now.
The old man looked
You
down
can
and
have
he
it,
died.
but I mean, it does.
You wouldn't know it.
I mean, I was out there trying to get the get the battery charged up on it. Both of them had dead batteries,
everything. was
and
bigger.
so it wasn't. I finally got the battery charged up enough to get it turned over,
Millie.
and then it still wouldn't fire, and so I was popping the airbox lid off, and I seen that in there, and I said, "Well, I guess that's could be some of my problem."
Hell,
it's seen better days, that's for sure.
I could tell four-wheeler.
Looks like maybe there might have been some mice hungry too there.
Yeah,
Yeah, every year I get my.
Yep.
Take that from me.
But heck, you would figure your four-wheelers, you'd be running them year-round, even in the snow up there.
yeah, but
I
we
ain't got no shred on my tires hardly.
neither one of us has gotten out there much and rode them the last year. Actually, the last year and almost 2 years now. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Depression.
I just don't.
Alice died. That's what got me.
Just don't. I mean, I told her I was gonna sell mine. Oh, you ain't. You got it paid. Finally got it paid for. You ain't gonna sell it now. So
Yeah, my next thing I'm going to purchase is at least a 16-foot enclosed trailer.
I
Because
got
if I want to go tractor pulling in that, when I come home, I want to unhook it and the stuff can just stay in it.
Right.
Have you checked the prices of those lately though?
Yeah.
You pay you get what you pay for.
Well,
There's a place down here that makes them.
The ones I was looking at 2 years ago, that are the same quality, are almost doubled in price.
Well, that's everything, Ed.
Yeah.
That is absolutely everything.
that's what I. That's what.
Better.
That was just the
Babe, take that
the
from her.
thing that we were talking. We were talking. Everything has gotten so doggone expensive. I mean, I remember when I had a hard time paying $25 for a starter alternator. I mean,
Right. But now use common sense. Don't forget common sense. You got your Wendy's, your McDonald's, your Burger King wanting $20, $15 an hour. That's what made these prices
Yep.
go.
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
and
They
no.
can't even get a hamburger right.
Exactly.
No.
now they want those type jobs be $24 an hour.
Yeah, a living
I
wage.
mean, now it's a doggone. It's a $10 Big Mac. Probably by the end of the year, it'll probably be $20 because
Well,
they
well,
can't.
Aren't they talking right now, Mark, about raising the minimum wage in Ohio to $15 an hour?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And that's going to drive the prices of everything up. So, I mean, it's a no-win situation, and then you got to really feel bad for the people in California. You look what they're paying, the
California,
cost
yeah.
of living and all that. That's ridiculous.
Nah, I don't have to feel bad for them out there. They choose to live out there.
Well, yeah.
But
But
everything starts in California and trickles down to the east. You know, building codes, especially
Yeah,
building
yeah.
codes. It all starts there, trickles down this way.
Yep.
Roadrunner, beep beep.
Roadrunner, how you doing, Roadrunner? But no, if you stop and think about it, like when I first started trucking 36 years ago, there was a thing that you had your work and nobody was stepping on you. Then they deregulated everything, and it all went to shit in the handbasket real quick because everybody was cutting everybody's throat, and
Yeah.
prices got cheaper and prices went higher and higher.
Well,
We're here again.
the thing about that was with the deregulation and all that, these companies instead of actually hiring drivers to go in their trucks, they turn around and called it a lease purchase so that they just still got a glorified company driver that says he owns, gives it with a piece of paper, says he got to pay the daggone bills on that truck.
Right.
And that's what it all come down to, is there's so many of these doggone lease operators out there now that I mean, you can go get a brand new truck out at Prime, I think, but you got to pay $5,000 a month, and they got to have everything checked over so many times a daggone year at the Prime location. There is no. But they're not actual owner operators,
Right.
and I mean, that was why I tried to. I didn't go to one of those lease operation jobs. I always said you never buy a truck from the person you're driving for.
Yeah, but you got to go back to the old school of thinking.
Yeah.
The old school of thinking. There's an ass for every seat.
Yep.
And they'll sell them every day.
Yep.
And that is the honest gosh to
And they
truth.
buy more.
That was like, I didn't pull last season, so I didn't go on and get this intake and this carburetor for this new motor. Well, this intake now has jumped $130 in 1 year's time. The carburetor went from $840 to $1,300 in 1 year's time.
Hey, Thomas.
And it's ridiculous.
Hey,
Thomas, how you doing?
I mean, the old lady, when we got married in 2009, she could go to the grocery store for $100. Now she can't come out over $200 hardly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I buy store brand. I don't buy name brand.
We had this conversation not long ago here. How long's it been since you've seen gas 99 cents?
Oh my God.
Lord, have mercy.
Exactly. I was back in high school.
Yeah.
Just got my first vehicle.
Heck,
And you didn't pay like you do now.
$1.90.
When I was running with the old man, diesel fuel was half price of gasoline. I mean,
Exactly.
that was like 50 some cent a gallon. I mean,
And diesel fuel is your lowest refined fuel we have.
yeah.
And now you pay double the price of what gasoline is. Figure it out.
Diesel fuel used to be a waste fuel.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's pure to kerosene. Heck, I run kerosene in my doggone John Deere out here because it's actually cheaper than diesel fuel is.
Mhm.
I mean, it's the same daggone. It's basically the same thing now because and down here they've gone to putting that doggone red dye into kerosene down here. So
Right. Yep. It's just, it's crazy, and I understand, cost of living is going to go up. I know everybody's wages has got to go up to compensate it. But I mean, when you go to McDonald's and you're paying $4 for a cheeseburger. Come on now. It's getting out of hand.
We went and got
I mean,
Well, the
I
pot,
mean, the old man. I mean, used to be $1 back in the 70s, $1.50 a mile for hauling freight. Okay,
What's that?
now it's $1.50. I mean, now you can't crank your truck up for $1.50, but the broker still wants you to haul it for less than $1.50 a mile. I mean,
Well, that now that you brought that up, they want me to take a load from northern Pennsylvania down there to South Carolina, $700 all in with fuel surcharge, everything all in. And I told the guy he was too cheap. Man, did I ever make him mad. He hung up on me.
oh,
And I'm sorry, but I can go to South Carolina empty and it's still going to cost me $500. And then when I put that load on, it's going to cost me about almost $600. And there now I'm at $1,025, and you want to pay me $700 all in? No,
shit.
can't offer that.
yeah, I mean, no, there's no way. I mean, it nowadays if a local load don't pay $700, then he's really cranking the doggone truck up. I mean, you know, I'm saying within 200 miles, 200-mile load, if it ain't worth cranking your truck up for $700, much less the daggum 700-mile trip.
Mm-hmm. Thomas, we're sorry to hear about that. Hope everything gets better for you, buddy.
well, in my opinion, the problem with the wages is nobody wants to work for their money. They want these McDonald's jobs and lazy jobs, and then say, well, I can't make a living wage.
Right.
Get a job that pays a living wage. Don't get it.
$24 an hour.
Well, it's all these people that for so long push college education. They should have been pushing trade schools, and that way people had a trade to go to try to work into. Now there's no incentive for doggone McDonald's and all this stuff out here. I mean,
yeah, but this is the sad part about it. You look at the younger generation going through these colleges to get this degree, to do all this, and then the next thing that ails them is experience time. They don't get the job in the field because they don't have the experience. And then they end up at Burger King or McDonald's or Wendy's because they can't get a job in the field.
And they can't pay their college loan.
Right. And the people don't understand that.
You know what my mom said? If you don't like the job, find another.
I mean, but the thing about it is even the daggone union jobs around here, they don't pay. They start you out at $20 an hour now. I mean, back years ago, you know, back when Ford, General Motors, and Ford and all that stuff, they used to start them guys out at $30, $40. But so the union jobs are getting back down there, getting as low as and that's where the battle's coming in. Because once that you know Virginia as well as I do, Mark. Once you get a doggone union job, it is very hard for a person to, if you get laid off from a union job, it's very hard for you to get a regular job anymore because they say, well, just as soon as they call you back from being laid off, you going back to them, so I'm not going to hire you, or whatever.
We got to hold up here. Wait a minute, Mr. Tecumseh Thomas, you're not doing no more Tecumseh Motors? Come on now. He's always been the Tecumseh man.
Right.
Yeah. He said he sold them all. I don't know if he's still going to work on them or not.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
But I had a student that worked for me this past spring semester. He's actually going for an engineering degree, but he's only doing that to have the paper. He's actually going pipeline welding as soon as he gets done with his schooling.
Yeah, well,
He's already been through the welding. He's a certified welder. He's actually building the truck and stuff while he's in college, and his parents are perfectly fine with it because he can go do that and make a shit ton more money than being an engineer. And he plans on doing the pipelining for like 10 years and then getting an engineering job.
Right.
well, blue collar jobs used to be, all through school they preached go to college, go to college. I mean, and then it got, but I mean, I didn't have $40,000-$50,000, and I didn't want to come out of high school owing no $50,000, and going in debt for no daggum $50,000-$60,000. Now it's some of them pay, and some of these colleges is liable to be $300,000 or $400,000 before they get out of college.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're in debt for, and all they got is a piece of paper that says, I done that. Well, heck, I got 20 pieces of paper sitting here, 20, 25, 26 pieces of paper that said that every year. So I mean, I got a piece of paper every year saying that of safe driving and all that stuff. So I mean,
Yep. And to what's the channel's name? You're exactly right. Those people will lose their jobs because why? They don't want to train them for the new technology that Volvo's going to. That's why they'll be permanently laid off, because they don't want to forward that funds to educate them to the new plant.
They can hire new people and train them cheaper than retraining the old people.
Exactly.
And see the older
that
people are like,
expense.
oh, no, they can't do that.
so I mean, I go back. I always go back to Ross Perot when he was running with Clinton and Bush, and him saying that if they signed out to that great sucking sound of jobs leaving this country, we actually can't build and make anything in this country anymore. We can assemble stuff, but we can't make nothing.
Right.
I mean, you've been to the Volvo plant down here, Mark. You said y'all had to come down here a couple times, and you look at them. I mean, those people out there ain't. It's still one of the highest places out here, the hiring places in this area. But I mean, but they're not really making any money to have to deal with the union.
Unless it's a journeyman card.
I mean, so I mean, just an average off the street Joe Blow out here, he can walk in, start and make almost the same thing as people who's been there for 20 years, unless you got special education or something or other. But I mean, but look at, I mean, you think about it. Look how many plants are right around where you're at, Mark. I used to run up to Canton all the time. You run through Canton because all them automotive factories up through there and all that stuff. General Motors, Ford, and all them. Yeah. All of that stuff, but all them plants are going to, what plants they don't make anything, they just assemble stuff.
Yes.
I mean that a General Motors plant right up the road from where y'all at. I don't think it was that far away, but they don't even. They got to the point where everything was they're just shipping in the parts or putting it together or whatever else, and they just it. But now you're paying in 2004. I bought a pickup truck, a Silverado pickup truck. I bought it for what? $20,000. It was one of the highest price ones sitting on the lot for a little over $20,000. Now you walk out on the daggum lot and you can't find a 10-year-old one that's under $20,000.
That's the problem I was having.
And I mean, it has gotten so ridiculous. That's why everything else had to go up to stay in balance with. I mean, and people are too thinking the kids these days. A lot of these kids, if they were raised book smart, but they got no common sense whatsoever.
Right. And back to Caterpillar engines. They put in a platinum rebuild. The best rebuild Caterpillar has ended up to be $38,000, and that motor's went down twice, and it's down again right now. And it is unreal. The workmanship is not there, but I believe the parts are still all the same, but the workmanship's not behind it.
No, and they won't stand behind it. I mean, like I said, that friend that's got that Dodge Cummins he's broke down in Alabama, and he's got, like I said, they want $14,000 to put a transmission in it, and then to find out and figure and to put a transmission in it and figure out there's something not going right between the turbo and they want and so I mean, I swear I'd hate to have a daggum $15,000 bill like that anymore, but that's just leisurely stuff. I mean, they know they got you when you driving a semi truck. I mean,
a gullible man though.
And you're liable, nowadays shops you're liable to sit there for they've been a lot of these doggone new trucks. They're people having to just leave the daggone truck there because it's going to take them 3-4 weeks to get it fixed.
I'm just really glad that this truck, I don't have DEF or anything on them two Caterpillars.
Mm-hmm.
So, these guys that has that DEF system and all that and everything, they're paying dearly to keep them up because of that DEF system. And, you would think that the old school trucks would stay together a lot better. But like I said, I don't believe that it's defected parts. I just believe the workmanship's just not there.
People don't have pride in their work anymore.
No.
I mean,
over this winter, I just had to have a DEF system repaired on one of our Isuzu, or only a Isuzu truck that has DEF.
Mm-hmm.
And the mechanic told me straight up, it's from the truck sitting idle.
Right. And they don't idle them up either.
No, sitting, not running, not being used.
Yeah.
Right.
He said the system sitting without doing anything for extended periods of time is harder on them than actually running them.
Because that DEF will crystallize in the tanks.
Yeah.
And then it starts plugging everything up.
That's exactly what it was. The sensors were plugged up, the injectors were plugged up, and they had to replace it all.
That's why Caterpillar don't make truck engines anymore, is because of the fact that they said that they wasn't going to choke their trucks down to where the government wanted them choked down to. And
what's the word I'm wanting to say in that urea? The urea in the
urea,
is what's causing the whole crystallization and everything. And if you take and you pull a DEF tank off, the bottom of it, that tank will be that. You'll swear that tank weighs 300 pounds when you unbolt it from the frame, and it's just it's like sand grit in the bottom of that tank from it.
Yeah. Well,
everything up.
The worst part about it is I had a local garage do the work of replacing the DEF parts. The truck itself, and he said it's not just a Isuzu, it's 90% of them. When they throw a hard fault in the computer, you have to have dealer level software to clear that code.
And it goes into that derate mode. It takes them so much time to get it out of that D-rate mode. My boy's Kenworth, it has that DEF system, and it went into that D-rate twice. And you talk about a bunch of hours. And
that's what
D-rate.
Well, that's what happened to this one, and it got so bad the truck would only do like 5 miles an hour.
Yes.
And we took it to the shop. He replaced all the parts. He cleared the code. It ran beautiful. He took it out, test drove it, brought it back, and we went to pick it up. And I went to pull it out of the driveway, and it went from normal into that D rate, that rate back down to that 2 mile an hour. I turned around. He plugged his tool into it. He said, "There is nothing I can do." He goes, "I can clear the code again." He said, "But he said it'll reset by the time you get back up to your shop." And he's only 2 miles, 3 miles from us.
Mm-hmm.
He said, it's a hard code in the computer. And he goes, "I cannot clear it. It has to go to the dealership."
The new diesel pickup trucks, dozers, backhoes, they're all taking that DEF system now. And it's not a good design, but it was designed for California.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yep. And then, you don't see the trucks out here blowing black smoke anymore. But
I can't say.
You know what I'm talking about, Mark. The newer model trucks, you don't see them sitting out here blowing black smoke like they used to. But but that's not that in actuality. You take Tennessee going into Knoxville. They still got that 55 mile an hour for trucks and 70 mile an hour for cars.
Yes.
Just because they said the air quality wasn't good, so they they put a speed limit up for trucks 55 mile an hour.
You know what the kicker is? Florida. Go into Florida. When you come in there, they got the agriculture inspection. Then they have your weigh station.
Yeah. And
they'll pull you check your fuel and everything. They'll dip your tanks and see what you're running and everything. And Florida's hard on that stuff. Real hard.
Well,
but
don't.
Are they checking to see if you're using red diesel or what?
Yes, when they dip your tanks, they want to make sure that you're running off road and everything else.
Well,
they want to make sure you're paying your taxes.
Yeah,
on the diesel. Yeah,
right. Yes, it's revenues is what I call it. But
it was just, but it was like Ohio there for the longest time. 55 mile an hour for trucks, and the cars could do 70 mile an hour, and they wouldn't even look at them.
Right.
What have they actually leveled the speed limits out up there now, Mark, or is they?
Yeah, they're pretty much leveled out up here now because they was going to lose their funding if they didn't level them out, because cars running 70 and trucks are running 60, it was causing too much impeding the traffic and everything. And then a bunch of them got together and convoyed across the Ohio Turnpike, which is a toll road.
Yeah.
And they're paying to drive it. So 2 trucks, and it ended up to be about 20 trucks running side by side across the turnpike and held all the 4-wheelers up. And they ticketed all them guys. And they ended up in court fighting the tickets. So what do you want us to do? We can only do this. It's not our fault that them cars were behind us, but they had like a 5-6 mile backup.
It's just like now they want to lower the truck speed limits again to like 60 to 65 mile an hour. While you take me pulling these doggone hills around here, can you imagine? Can you imagine two trucks getting side by side on I-81 or I-77 running side by side for 20 miles, and neither one of them can speed up or slow down?
That happened 2 weeks ago on Fancy Gap. All 3 lanes were tied up.
Yeah,
there is a law down here in most states that you have the left lane on the interstate is passing only.
But it's
you cannot ride in the left lane. that there's
Mhm.
what they call the slow lane, and it's the right lane. And if you're not passing anybody, you will get a ticket.
But
Down
there-
here, you will.
But the thing about it is, there, Cajun, is they do not enforce it.
Yeah, they do. They doing it now down here. Oh yeah, they gave out warnings for 3 or 4 months, and it's been about a year and a half, I think.
Oh,
Now that if you are in the left lane and you're not passing anybody, you will get a ticket. That
Mhm.
law has been enacted in Louisiana since I was driving back
yeah.
in '81. Okay.
Well, that big ass swamp down there where you got to go across that long bridge down through there.
Yeah, the
I
Chapel
mean,
Basin.
trucks only allowed in the right lane.
Right.
But I mean they get out. You got to get out in the left lane sometimes because they ain't even running 55 down across.
Right.
Running the speed limit down there.
But you
Yeah,
know,
it's 65 on that bridge. 60 or 65. It used to be 70 when the whole interstate turned 70. You know, for Louisiana when
Mhm.
we could pick our speed limits. Well, we picked 70, and the bridge was 70. And then not long after they passed that, they had a 130 car pileup on the bridge. Okay, you can imagine that on that bridge. You've been on it. So
That's a
20
long
miles of blocked traffic heading eastbound or westbound. Oh boy. All right. And I said, oh boy, if they have that again. Now that was because of fog. Okay.
Yeah.
And it was not truck. It wasn't caused by trucks. It was caused by cars, a car wreck. You know, one guy flying in a car and didn't see another car, and it was in the fog, you know, and you see pink elephants. All right. About 2 months later, there was another 100+ car pileup, about 110 this time. And not long after that, they shut the speed limit down on the bridge to, I think it was 55 or 60.
Yeah.
Now it's 65 on cars, I think.
Trucks are only supposed to ride in the right lane all the way across that bridge. I mean, if you out there, it's a real pain in the butt. Some of them daggone cars will get out there and running 45, and they'll sit there, and just because they know they're screwing with trucks because of that law. I mean, I've had.
Oh no, now a truck can get in the left lane if he's got to pass somebody going slow. You know, that's allowed.
You know, I give
not according to Louisiana law. It's not, because on that bridge, it's trucks right lane only. So I mean, in other words, every time big trucks running in that left lane, they will give you one heck of a daggum ticket. But
if a car is doing 45, which he's not supposed to be doing, a car is supposed to be doing at least the speed limit.
I've seen
at least
guys
55.
I've seen the guys to get their tickets going across there. I mean,
It's not like that no more.
No, I tell you what,
I don't like that no more.
I love trucking across Louisiana, and I'll tell you why. The scale houses, they're scaling you right on the interstate. And you follow the signs on the side of the road, and if it tells you to enter the way station, or you bypass. And generally, I get a bypass all the way out through there, and they're scaling me 70 mile an hour.
I got a bunch of get out of jail free cars like that.
Most trucks I drove, I had pre-pass when it first come out.
Yeah.
You know, and so a lot of, and most time during that time I was company driver, or the companies that I leased to. You know, you had to pay an expense to have it in the truck, but you know, I always had it because. I mean, why am I going to slow down if I'm hauling 25,000 pounds? Ain't no use in me going in no scale house. I ain't close to no way.
But see, now they changed all that, Daryl. You don't have that in the truck. They got signs that lights up alongside the road, and it tells you to bypass. There'll be 3 of them consecutively. They'll scale you when you're running down the road, 70 mile an hour, 75, whatever you're running. And the sign will light up on the side of the road, bypass scale. Then there'll be another one with a camera over top the road, and it'll light up bypass scale.
Yeah, that's an easy pass camera there.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, it's a great system. Louisiana uses it a lot, and they don't really run a lot of trucks through the scales because it's always you get a bypass.
Yeah. I mean, They call it like you was talking about with Florida a while ago, agriculture station. I mean, well, then you coming out of Florida with a load of produce or whatever on the truck. They just ask you what you're hauling, and then they tell you to go on. But when they check you is when you're going into the state.
Yeah.
I mean, into the state with a flatbed truck, and they can see the equipment sitting on the truck. Then they want to pull you over and take you around back, and then they want to check serial numbers and everything else, making sure you ain't bringing in stolen equipment or something like that. I mean,
if you hauling a huge boat, like on a special trailer, wide load or what have you, from out of state, you hauling that boat into Florida or Louisiana, you're going to get pulled over, and they're going to check that boat. They're going to check in the water pickups and all that. They're going to check for that Sylvania grass.
yeah,
That is a grass that will take over, and it's not much has to start. There can be a piece in your water intake like that, and it's dried up. It's dormant. It's dormant. And there's other, like on the rudders or wherever that grass can hide, they're going to look for it because Florida does not want that in their waters. We have it down here.
Well, most states though, if you just pulling you pulling over anything says oversized, you got placards on it for oversized. They're gonna pull you. You're gonna have to go inside most of the time anyway.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're gonna bring you in there.
Yeah, they want to see your paperwork, but I'm talking about on the interstate before you even hit. Well, when you get in Florida, I assume there's a weigh station you go into or ag station right when you cross the Florida line. There's probably like Louisiana. There's a weigh station when you come into Louisiana from Texas. When you come in Louisiana, well, I think they closed that one coming in from Mississippi. I'm not sure, or is the one in Mississippi they shut down? I'm not sure. Anyway, and there's a one in between. In Breaux Bridge, there's a set of scales right there. So you got 3 sets on I-10 right there, or 4 sets actually. It's been so long since I ran 12. I don't know what's there anymore or not.
12. I don't think 12 has got one, but I know both ends of Louisiana. It's right at the state line on both.
Yeah, the state line, right. And then you got that one in Breaux Bridge.
Yeah. But I mean, pretty much there, but it's just a crock. I went in and pulling a van. I went into Florida. I was pulling a FEMA load, and I had all the paperwork for pulling FEMA. I had all the paperwork where I didn't even have to run a log. I run a log, but I didn't. You didn't have to stop. You just kept going. I was running it from Texas and I pulled in to the agriculture station. The guy actually threatened to pull me. Actually threatened to cut my lock on this truck. I said, "Sir, I don't care whether you open the trailer or not." But this one, I said, this one is a federal government. I've done given you the bills. You've made copies of these bills. I said, but there's going to have to be a U.S. Marshal pull up here to explain why this bill's cut on the back of this trailer. I mean, I done drove from Texas all the way to there and ain't stopped. So. So I was tired to give out, and the last thing I wanted was a hassle from that bastard. But I pulled, and I told him, I said, somebody higher up than me or you's gonna open this trailer. He put, I've gotten pulled in at the agricultural station for a load of paper that I brought out of Canada, down in Florida before, and he said, well, can I break your seal and look see what you got? I mean, I got them daggum 15,000 pound rolls of paper on there. I mean, I said, I don't care. You can break the seal all you want, as long as you sign my bills. You haven't broke the seal. But when that trailer's got FEMA on the side of it, then that's a whole different total set of laws. And I told him, I said, you're not supposed to break, you're not breaking the seal on this because all I know is I got FAK on this trailer. I don't, I don't know what is I'm hauling or anything else. I said it might be bombs and missiles for all I know, but it says it's not hazmat. So
Right.
I said, so in other words, some federal officer is going to have to come out here and open this trailer. It's not you.
Right.
Not a state man. And he said, well, go on then. But come to find out, what I had in the trailer was a load of the search and rescue equipment that all those teams that come in, their equipment, their spare equipment and stuff like that. That's what was happening. Because I pulled into that military base down there in Jacksonville, and they told me to pull over to the side because I wasn't going nowhere. I thought I was supposed to just drop the trailer, then head back to Dallas, to Fort Worth out there, to the big yard out there, and to get more equipment. They told me, said, nope, you're here for the duration. You parking right over here. And I woke up the next morning, my truck was surrounded with them teams of people. They were sitting all around me. They had me blocked in. There wasn't no way I could move. I mean, so in other words, when if that hurricane had a hit, I sat there all week long. It didn't make a daggum to me. I think the truck was getting paid like $1,500 a day for me sitting there. I said, that's still making money compared to what it usually does in a day.
Right.
So, I mean, but luckily they let me, they just, and I turned around and I when it was all over with, they turned us loose and sent us back to Texas with the same load we brought out. So, I mean,
but anyway, we're gonna put a pulling tractor together here. We're gonna start shooting some video next weekend, and we're gonna put one tractor out, and then we're gonna finish up the big one for the national quarter scale, and we're hoping to shoot some video on it. But we got a lot tied up in these two motors as it is. But we're gonna put some content out, and if the wife feels like it, we'll do a live stream or whatever. But we're just kind of keep low key right now until I figure out. I got to go see this general surgeon, see what they're going to do with these discs in my back. So we'll try to keep y'all updated on that and everything. But we're going to get out of here for tonight, and appreciate everybody coming in and everything. And we'll see y'all next time, and watch for some videos because we'll be dropping some here shortly.
Oh, good seeing y'all again.
yeah.
Good having breakfast again.
Oh, yeah. But all right, everybody in the chat, thanks for stopping by, and we'll talk to y'all later.
Later, everybody. But